Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game of the Max and Part 9 of our Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, the German Empire. So, in the last episode, the Second Weltkrieg has commenced. The Russians declared war on us, and we are now. I personally don't think we're doing horrible. We've lost a little bit of territory, we've taken a little bit of territory. We're moving 24 units down here to Ukraine. Ukraine most definitely has probably the hardest time with the Russians, just where they have the largest border. And then Greece has joined the Moscow Accords, and we're fighting down here in Greece. On top of that, Costa Rica was attacked by the Central American Republic. If I can knock the Central American Republic out and then take them as a puppet over here, that would be incredibly nice. But we have to send some units over to Costa Rica. So far, I don't have any to send. I actually have been thinking about taking maybe a few Middle African units and sending them over there. But I have not made up my mind just yet on that. And yeah, it does not look like the Prince of Federation is going to survive the war against the Dominion of India, which kind of is trashy because we could actually get them to help us, but it does not look like that's going to occur. So we shall see about that. We did in the last episode start to improve relations with the Kingdom of Spain. I'm hoping that they maybe come back into the fold with us, but they might not. Let's start breaking the decryption over here against Moscow, against the Russians. Yeah, we'll probably never see that, but we are moving our motorized up from Finland down back to Greece, and we are looking to get maybe some more equipment from the Austrians here. I hope that you all start to make more units. But yeah, I think right now we're working on wartime mobilization, move up from early mobilization to partial mobilization, and help out with the lack preparedness. And I think that is about it. We did not do the Ostwall, which was something I should have most definitely done a long time ago. We didn't do any of our industry over here either. We've been focusing a lot more heaviness on everything else. So I'm going to try to get down here to the workers program and maybe the extensive conscription. Get that base war support maybe. Yeah, a lot of things that we need to work on. So let's start up. See what we can do. Sunk some Russian convoys. I know that they have a few naval boats up here, but not too many. The Commune of France and the Japanese are both preparing war against me right now. So we shall wait and see what comes of that. Probably will have a better chance. Oh, that's a map tile too. That's a hill tile. I forgot Greece is just pure mountains. Mountains everywhere you look. Dominion of Canada declared war on the Communist America. Union of Socialist America. They must have done the quid quo. Yeah, the crossing the border on the quid pro quo. And Costa Rica, hold out. Costa Rica, hold out. I can't take your units, right? No. I'm trying to think of who. I really probably could take some of their forces, but we'll wait. We've got you being made up, you being made up. Let's see. 3 more. 2 more. The Socialist Republic of Italy declared war on Sardinia. So that actually means that the Entente will be going to war against the Third International. This might be a time where the Entente and us start to be friendly. I don't know. That's awesome, though. I think that will make the Commune of France hold off on declaring war on us right away. They're moving a bunch of units out. Glorious. Glorious. As Junkers, our ground support, our close air support designer. Keep going. I was really hoping to be out these. That was what we were hoping not to see. Siam has went to war against the German East Asians. Really? They don't have any units sitting anywhere. Okay. The Eastern Sea Wars over the last century, Asia has been a continent largely dominated by Western powers, and though those exact powers have changed from London and Paris to Berlin, the facts have remained unchanged, much to the ire of Tokyo. Now, though, the status quo threatened to shatter as the Empire of Japan and the German Empire go to war. Despite hopes for peace, many have seen this turn of events as inevitable. Japanese plans for an Asian centered around itself was always incompatible with German domination in the region, and with the West engulfed in crisis, Tokyo's leaders doubted whether another chance to realize these ambitions may reappear. Right. The Qing government wants a non-aggression pact, of course. Not necessarily the greatest news, but we do have the Chinese United Front helping us out. And yeah, they declared war on us, and they didn't have any units like on the border, so I don't know what to really say about that. Which we don't have any units there either. I'm not sure about all of that. St. Helena, where is that at? St. Helena. Oh, no. Ascension, maybe? Oh. Yeah, these 2 tiles down here. I mean, I could put claims on for them, but they're not really very important. Not very important for sure. You know what? I'm going to take Cluj out of Greece. I'm going to move him over to Costa Rica. King Ruprecht, I think that's how you say it, Ruprecht, receives army command following the announcement that Crown Prince Wilhelm will return to the front for the Second Weltkrieg. King Ruprecht of Bavaria has been recommissioned as commander in the Imperial German Army as well. The commander of the Heeresgruppe Ruprecht von Bavaria During the Weltkrieg, he proved himself as an able commander in spite of having received his position through nobility, and was considered by his peers perhaps to be the only German royal deserving of a military commander in the entire war. As he is the reigning king and is nearly 70, Ruprecht may not lead with the same capacity he used to, but he's been welcomed by the OHL nonetheless. Gain +2 war support, and we get Ruprecht von Bayern as a general. We'll move these 8 divisions over here. Do combat defeatism. Get rid of that. We've done 7. We hold 242 seats out of 445. So very, very small. Yeah, Insulindia has went to war with us now as well. It's holding up here. Let's see, my Air Force moved down here, so that's fine. You boys. What do you... They don't seem to have any up. Yeah, they seem like they're mostly fighting in Ukraine. Yeah, they most definitely have moved all their troops down to, or their air power down to Ukraine. It'll be alright. We've got 200 to fight against their 1,500. So, they've got some support planes. We'll see. Let's see. Where's our research at? 54 days for the new planes to come out. That's fine. Continue on. You know what? I will actually take... No. Request force. I'm going to request 10 of your divisions.
Achtung! Achtung! Befehle?
Yeah, those 10 seem like pretty good infantry divisions. They're not the worst. Well, you guys got machine pistols, the MP40s. Yeah, I mean they could have gave me a lot worse. We'll put you under Ewald von Kleist, and I'm sending you over here to fight in East Asia. Yeah, Transamir is now my enemy. The good news, again, the good news is the Chinese United Front is already fighting against. And we have met with a group of Russian destroyers. We're sinking a bunch of convoys. Sinking a bunch of the few destroyers they've got. I think the Russians personally were much they were a lot less prepared for the war than we were. I thought that said there was a naval invasion, and I was like, there's no way. Yep. The Third International has declared war on the Entente. Trying to see if the Pacific states will win this, but so far it does not look like they've doing super great. Moving these units over to Costa Rica. They'll be over there in a long time. Moving those units over. And the Commune of France did declare war on us, so the Austrians want to send us units. We'll accept those. And then I immediately want to take you and except
Angetreten.
I'm waiting for the Netherlands to join to attack. We still call them convoys. That's perfect. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you all to stop worrying about here. Stop worrying about here. We'll do convoy raiding here, here, and here. Take you and strike force here, here, and here. We'll have you patrol here, here, and here. Austrian intervention. Today, the ambassador from Vienna stated that our southern neighbors are keen on helping out with the ongoing war against the Commune of France, joining our alliance at least for the duration of the conflict. While the Austrian army is no longer the train wreck it was during the Weltkrieg, this might prove of more help. It's possible their participation could open up the southern front should they prove unable to stand firm. I'm a little bit worried to agree to that because the Italians are right here and they'll have to rush units to Italy, but they also could help down here in Greece. How many? I mean, I'm not really. Of course, I'm going to accept it, but we do have to pay attention to the Greeks or the Italians. Brother in arms once more. Austria intervenes in the Second Weltkrieg. The United States of Greater Austria has joined. I need you all to rush troops to the Italian border. Costa Rica in our faction. Since we took care of the little nation after the American Civil War broke out, the Costa Ricans have offered to join our war effort. I'm okay with that. Now I just have to hope that my poor units can come out through here. I need to find a staging ground somewhere to move these guys. I was gonna say hopefully Cuba, but really it's Rhineland. Oh yeah. Going to Air Forces. Merge you all and delete you all. Well, we'll cancel. We won't delete. Want you all to bomb the ever-living crap out of them. Bomb them. Bomb them. Move you over. And then, you all stop. We'll move you there. What do we got? Fighters? No support. So, you all fight interception. You fight interception. Go up into the air. Alright. Georgia's entered our war. Yeah. I figured Italy would join soon. Spain, we're friendly still. What is my anti-air looking like over here? 5 all the way through there. We're going to start building some more. An alliance with Burma. I actually don't think that's a bad idea at all because they could especially help us against the Kingdom of Siam. Yeah, welcome to the faction, Burma. Cooperation with the Entente. So here's the big question. Do we help the Entente or no? Let's meet. Let's meet and let's see. Many of our military experts believe our war against the Third International will be a difficult one to win without some additional forces applying pressure to the Syndicalists. Fortunately, the experts in the Dominion of Canada appear to agree. They have suggested that we meet with leaders from the Entente now that we are also at war with the Commune of France and discuss the possibility we might work together. An alliance is out of the question, of course. What is the question is how much their cooperation is worth, considering they must fight the Syndicalists anyhow. We'll meet them. War in Western Europe. And then Burma has accepted. After some deliberations, the Republic of Burma has accepted our invitation to join the Reichspakt, as we had dearly hoped they would. A new member of our alliance is generally welcome, bringing further security for each other, and at the very least ensuring peace between the members in it. Excellent. We should see the Austrians moving troops to Italy. The Austrians are moving troops to the Russian border as well. And it looks like our cruisers and destroyers have met the Norwegian troops. And it looks like Norway has moved a majority of their units off the border. You are superior. I'd say let's try to knock out the Netherlands, really. If we can. We might actually not be able to, but... Austria wants to send us 11 divisions. Sure.
Alright.
Them 11 divisions were not incredibly great, but we'll take you all, put you under the old king, and I think you all might best serve down here against Greece. And to be honest, I've changed my mind about sending you all over to Costa Rica. I actually want to move you all up here to Sweden. Spain wants to send me some volunteers. We'll, of course, accept that. Non-aggression pact from the Zhangji Click. We'll accept that. And we're losing trains. Yeah, we figured we would. Alright. Oh, yeah. That's why the Flanders Wallonia is not actually in the war. My big dumb self. Yeah, we'll just ask you to join against the Second Blitzkrieg. Now we'll push. do that recovery rate. Yeah. The legation city voids the mandate. The open door policy that kept peace and order between the ambitious Western nations, Japan and China, have finally ended. With tensions in the world rising due to the events in Europe and Asia, the inevitability of the conflict arriving on the Asian continent has led the legation cities to join the Entente faction, a great break from the traditional non-alignment of the cities. This places the treaty ports firmly in the Entente sphere of influence. The legation mandate has ended with the nations in the international alliance withdrawing their troops and ambassadors from legation cities. Business scramble as the affected places the treaty ports in the economic sphere of the Entente. While these marks an end of an era, this also may lead to an unfortunate consequence, as now all bets are off and the legation cities are open to foreign aggression or perhaps even demands from the Chinese. We remove the fruits of the open door, and it cancels the non-aggression pact and military access to the legation cities. So much for that. Bah. That'll be alright. Those troops are moving. I wish I could send some troops over to Costa Rica. Not yet. Start back up. We should be able to defeat these units here in the Netherlands. Serbia has joined the Moscow Accords. I figured at some point that they might do just that. Let us take these borrowed units. Oh yeah, these are these units. The Bavarian king is who I was thinking of. Yeah, immediately move to Serbia. We should be able to hopefully capitulate Serbia in a relative good manner. Yeah. My poor infantry division got pretty badly hurt. Montenegro. I'm not gonna lie, Montenegro, would you just oh, you don't have a choice to enter the Kaiserreich? Let's say, well, we'll offer you a spot. Yeah, we'll move some troops there. Once we're done up in the Netherlands, we'll moving most of this army south as well. What else is happening? Stalemated there, not fighting there, and I think we finally stalemated down here in Ukraine as well, which is, stalemates aren't bad. We've improved relations continuously. I could ask for military access through France. I actually think what I'm going to do is ask for some more Middle African units. Well, we better not. I was trying to figure out who I should send over here to fight for Costa Rica. But, those are pretty strong units in and of themselves. You guys have probably got a while left. You all have a while left. And we'll stop those. production. We're pretty good right now.
Angetreten. Achtung. Bereit.
Denmark petitions to join the Reichspakt, of course. Good old socialist Denmark. Under Christian X, though. And then Iceland, you're also Social Democrat. It doesn't really matter. Y'all even haven't even done your constitutional reform yet, but you also have not done any of your military focus yet. But maybe you can move some of your units to support these gentlemen up here against Norway. And then we can rotate some troops from the Swedish campaign over to the Russian campaign. There's a little bit of red, a lot of bit of green over there. All green over here. Except for our attacks, of course. Yeah, everybody's declaring war on everybody. We've agreed to meet, but they have not nothing else has come about it. There's a naval invasion in the Low Countries and in northern France, but we are holding as of right now. And our Navy does not have supremacy in the channel, but we might be able to change that. Accidents from training. Who's training? Some convoys sunk. My big fleet is somewhere. I just don't actually know where. Alright, here is the Halifax Conference. Leaders from the Entente and the Reichspakt gathered in Halifax today in order to discuss the possibility of cooperation in the war against the Third International. What this cooperation would consist of was not difficult to ascertain. To a certain military and naval access between all members, but more importantly for the Entente, the willingness on the part of the Reichspakt to stay out of both France and Great Britain once the war is done. This would allow for a swift return to Europe for the French and British exile governments, the ultimate goal of both, but now a single question is hanging over the conference. Would the German Empire even agree to such terms, and if so, what would they ask for in return? That's a good question. We shall see what we ask for. See what the options are for us, is what I should say. Growing preparedness, the initial glut of the Imperial German Army and the industries base appear to be receding. The fighting prowess of our soldiers is getting back to shape, thanks to the growing flow of new material from the factories and a wave of propaganda. Slowly, the Empire will turn back to the fighting shape, and when that happens, all our enemies will tremble. Modifies lacking preparedness by plus 1% air mission efficiency and Navy organization, and plus 2% recovery rate, or division recovery rate, division defense, and factory output. With this pace, we will reach Paris in no time. At this pace, we will beat out the Netherlands in no time. They must recognize their former colonies in Africa and Asia as ours. France must publicly renounce their claim on Alsace-Lorraine, and after return to Paris, the French must join Middle Europa. I don't even think they would really care about that. And the former colonies, though, they will have to recognize as ours. Alright, well, first all, the French must join Middle Europa. The Peru-Bolivian Confederation has occurred. Market liberal, national populists. Let's see what the French say. Get some better destroyers. Better dive bombers. Ah, yes, right here. The main German fleet has hit the main British-Dutch fleet. We've lost 2 destroyers, 2 submarines, and 2 Austrian submarines. They've lost 3 convoys, 2 light cruisers, 13 destroyers, 13 Netherlands destroyers, 3 heavy cruisers from the Netherlands, 2 Irish destroyers, and 4 French destroyers. And we almost sunk one of their... We did sink a battleship. Suriname has capitulated, and Serbia also capitulated. Yeah, that was a huge, huge fight for us, the Dutch. So we've lost 2 destroyers, 2 submarines, or 4 submarines if you include the Austrian submarines, and they've lost 4. Yeah, they lost a lot. 1 battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, 13 Dutch destroyers, 5 French destroyers, 2 Irish, and 4 Dutch light cruisers. Okay. I'm most definitely pleased and happy with that. Serbia got absolutely wrecked. That feels good. Now we'll move down to Greece. The French Republic agrees to join Middle Europa. That's good for us. The colonies is most definitely... I don't really care about Alsace-Lorraine, to be honest with you. Excuse me. They can have the claims on it. If they decide to go to war with us, we'll just beat them again. But, yeah, Middle Africa is Middle Africa, and they should not have any say in that, so... Do we demand more? Yeah, they must recognize their former colonies in Africa and Asia as ours. And that's it. I don't care about Alsace-Lorraine or anything like that, so.
Angetreten.
Yeah. Some convoys there. You're repairing. You're assigned a fleet. Let me look at my production. Make sure that we have everybody on repair. Where are you getting repaired at? They're in Wilhelmshaven. That's good. Getting a little bit of war support. Some yellow socialism. I'm trying to get rid of the I know they say there's a naval invasion, but we did lose Dunkirk. See, Bulgaria wants to send us 3 divisions.
Angetreten.
Well, your 3 divisions, Bulgaria will just go to fight against the Greeks. So we'll just call everybody into the war. Instantly, even though the British and French colonies in Africa and Southeast Asia have been lost for decades now, the Dominion of Canada has still refused to let them go. They would be abandoning their former charges as they see it and will not relinquish even their moral claim on their colonies. Now we must decide whether this is enough to end the conference. Wow. I'm actually kind of shocked that was their choice. I'm not like crazy shocked. Like I'm not like, oh, but I kind of did want the Entente support, but if I just create my own France and my own Britain, then what do I care? Yeah. Failure of the Halifax Conference. There you go. There you go, Canada. It was not really worth the trip. The terms departed Halifax in anger, and the conference declared a disappointment.
Angetreten. Ausrücken. Angetreten. Befehle.
We lost a convoy there. Let's get that recruitable population up. Herman Hoth was wounded. All I ask is that you, the Kingdom of Spain, do not join the Entente, please. Join us. Whoa. We just defeated the entirety of Norway's navy. I didn't even know there was a fight going on. Sunk 10 destroyers, 1 light cruiser, 4 heavy cruisers, and their pride of their fleet, and 1 submarine. We didn't lose a single boat. That is beautiful. And our big navy is now heading over here to fight all of these destroyers. Wow, we did lose 18 submarines there. Not great. You know what, to be honest, I'm going to stop you all from attacking. I really think we kind of need to reassign these like that. Stop attacking. Try to rebuild strength. What about Air Force over here? Okay, they're not fighting over here for it, so we'll move you all down to Ukraine. Put you all both up. And I'll give you guys that, gentlemen. Agility, air attack. Let's see. Armor we're not going to worry about. Air. Let's research these heavy machine guns. Excuse me. You guys. And then for Opel, soft attack, breakthrough. Let's do hardness for our mechanized. Production and mechanized. And we'll put you guys like right here. Like right here. Wow, losing a bunch of trains. Yeah. Okay. Now we're moving against these light cruisers and destroyers. Now they're trying to flee out. See how that turns out here. Trying to let these guys gain a little bit of strength back. Get situated again. We were technically winning. Also, if we let them end that last stand, then it helps us out. I really need a... I think that would be incredibly useful. We'll cancel that. These take a while to build, the anti-aircraft guns. 11th of May, so one takes, well, I guess not too long. We'll build that in just a matter of a few days. We need some supply down there. Some convoys were destroyed. That'd be alright. we sunk 29 British destroyers, 4 French destroyers, and sunk 3 French submarines. We lost 1 submarine and 1 destroyer and 6 convoys. I count that as a pretty good victory, and we sunk 2 Norwegian destroyers there. Let's get that, ooh, that reliability right there. We're only making about 2 a day of those. Midi Europa financial injection. That's fine. Then we will do probably the cheaper weaponry again. Yeah, the arms experts. Do something like that. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to get their units out. So that means we shouldn't let them. Sunk 3 French submarines there. That's nothing crazy. Let's do better submarines, integrated support. Take that tile. Just attack. There's 6. And we'll put you guys under good old well, you're a division speed. Oh, you're a maneuver genius. You're an armors expert. Excuse me. We'll put them under Manstein. And we'll put them probably right here. Sunk 2 more submarines and 5 convoys. Yeah. I might just call all, just so I can stop getting those notes. Oh. But there's no one else in the faction that I can call, so it does not matter. Oh, y'all just heard my alarm for work. I thought I had that turned off. Sorry about that. Try to turn all these off so they don't come on. Local Austrian politicians attack the government. You fools. Several mayors and a few members of the state's government, all from the Austrian party, have recently lodged criticism of the direction of our government, claiming that some of the projects and plans envisioned by the cabinet stand against the democratic nature of the Constitution and are highly suspicious. Their statements, publicized among the press, demand a return to a moderate conservative government, which will defend the traditions of the rights of the states while retaining the achievements of March. No. Lose 30 political power, change in popularity to social conservatism plus 1%. That was not worth my political power. Restore that Nottenburg system. Let's do anti-sedition. No. Manpower. Conversions. Venezuela to put on the West Indies Federation. Stop attack. Another Norwegian boat there.
Angetreten.
Perfect. Just drive into their capital. More submarines. These are Dutch submarines. Let you all try to gain some of your strength back. The naval invasion in Denmark and the Low Countries. That's the main British fleet right there. Their battle cruisers, battleships. Where is my... Anti-Syndicalist trials. Investigations by the Prussian secret police have unveiled unquestionable ties between organizers of the general strike and the Ruhr that took place in 1936 in Syndicalist intelligence. It is not merely representatives of radical socialist parties who are being accused of such connections. Suspicions have befallen several leaders of the SPD-aligned trade unions and social democratic politicians in the Rhineland. The prosecution is still ongoing, and though the democratic forces are claiming that this is no more than political persecution, the government-aligned press has trumped this as a display of the SPD's secret syndicalist sympathies. Gain plus 2% stability, and another strike. The news of the ongoing prosecution of Reddish trade union activists has perhaps ironically sparked yet another strike in the Rhineland. This time it is one of the solidarities rather than a struggle for material gains. Free socialist trade unions and the ADGB have joined forces demanding the charges of their comrades to be dropped. The movement of March 3rd immediately chose to endorse this action and even raising additional demands for the strikers to follow, such as the resignation of the incumbent government and the new elections in the Reichstag. The Frankfurter Zeitung and the Vorwärts have always endorsed the strike. This will not go like the last time. However, there will be no tolerance of unpatriotic paralysis of the German economy. A military response by the armed forces of the Kingdom of Prussia have already been approved and just need to be deployed to restore order. Negative 2% stability and break up the strike in Eastern. Let's see. So move the units right there. We'll fail if at least 6 divisions.
Angetreten.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Bereit.
Let's see, we lost 16 destroyers, some 5. That makes sense. Non-aggression factor in Mock Click, I'm alright with that. I'm here in Bulgaria. Improved small airframe, perfect. Engines 3. Let's do max speed and agility. Let's build new aircraft. Engine 2. Some cannons. What about, yeah, light machine guns. Light machine guns. And I guess that'd be all we could do for our new fighter. It's pretty horrible. Max speed, agility, and air attack. Let's do you guys. And let's go back in there. Small airframe. Let's do a dual engine, a light defense turret with bomb sights, and we'll do anti-tank cannon, bomb locks, and maybe more bomb locks. Maybe another two anti-tank cannons and some bomb locks. I can't build that. Weight exceeds thrust. So small bomb bay, bomb locks, and then anti-tank. Ground attack is 8. Defense is 12. That's pretty rough. Be alright. That'll be alright, and we will take you. And we will pretty much get rid of. You. We'll go to that design. Alright. Got those 6 divisions there. Be 20 days. Probably could have waited to move those. Let's do rocket artillery. Feel better anti-tank. Get some more chromium. Oh no. That's the wrong button. They can move as many forces as they want right there. It won't help me. Alright, here's these Mountaineer divisions that I ordered a long time ago. Put you under a new field general. Put you all under the Crown Prince. Put you under this man here. Hate fighting in Norway. Yeah, alright. Broke up that strike there. Now let's see, let's take you all. Sunk 7 destroyers. Now we're actually fighting the bulk, the rest of, I think, the Danish fleet there. Yeah, sink that heavy cruiser. Defeat whatever units are there in Antwerp. going.
Angetreten.
Lost 8 destroyers there. Need you to repair over there. Yeah, the Princely Federations have been taken. Alright. We lost 4 submarines, sinking 5 French submarines, 4 Dutch destroyers, 1 British destroyer, and 1 French heavy cruiser. Nice. Defeat those units in Antwerp.
Zeigt es ihnen! Los, los, los! Ausrücken! Ausrücken! Greift weiter an! Angetreten!
We took Antwerp there. Oh yeah, these units might be over here by now.
Los, los, los!
Aim for Bangkok. Hit you in an aggressive stance. And push. That's a bunch of convoys there. It's alright. Stop. We're just wasting manpower at this point. Oh, wow. Sunk 2 Russian convoys, 11 British destroyers, 5 British light cruisers, 2 British heavy cruisers, and 1 one battleship. We lost 1 destroyer. Excuse me. Can barely breathe.
Bereit!
Make sure we're just paying attention there.
Los, ausrücken! Unter Beschuss! Angetreten! Achtung!
Alright. Give him some time. Let's get extensive conscription going on. I need to pay attention to over here.
Achtung! Befehle!
More of my Alpine divisions. Why are the Russians are trying to do something. Some combos there. Alright, we have one a little long on this episode. But the war is kicking off, and it's quite interesting. So I hope you all have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.